Let's go places.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM.
Thanks, Dave. We're excited about your partnership with the Penguins. Teaming up with NSS Life is a terrific opportunity for our fans.
We enjoy it, Phil. We're always here to help our communities, in addition to providing low-cost life insurance and high-yield annuities. Please call or go online to learn more about us. Remember, at NSS Life, family matters.
NSS Live, where family matters.
Penguins will be dressed in their home black uniforms, black pants, black jerseys, and the Pittsburgh goal, a little white around the midsection. Canadiens red, white, and blue. The blue pants, white jerseys, red on shoulders. And then the Pens move left to right. Opening face-up brought to you by number 1 Conklin. Go one better. Pens trying to go 2-0 in the young season. Sidney Crosby on board against Max Domi. Settle in here, drop of the puck, and it is controlled by Pittsburgh. And Chris Letang shoots it into the Canadiens here for the first time tonight. Off the stick of Price, and right back towards the net from the Penguins in the left wing boards. And deflected in behind the net. The Penguins challenge where they get it. Crosby, and he fires it. Trying to bank it off, I think, the goaltender. Long shot by Oleksiak. Hit the pads of Price, and he kicked that away. And the Canadiens storm out of their own end and get the puck the other way. The Penguins almost have it in the first 30 seconds of play. The Penguins gather it in. And Crosby, long cross-ice pass for Gensel. He's out of gas. 30 seconds in, go to a change with the Canadiens. Have to fuel it back in their own end. And defenseman Mike Riley to the right side of Brendan Gallagher. He's trying to move it up to Deneau, the center. That's avoiding his stick, and the fans challenge for it again, but they had it for a moment. Johnson got hit on the play, and the Canadiens take it away. Thomas Tatar, and a give and go, and he gets it back and shoots it off the right arm or pad of Matt Murray. Penguin goaltender. It ends up to the stick of Phil Kessel. He will sneak it back to center, but the Canadiens handle it again. Driving to the Penguins end. Gallagher, the right winger. Brendan Gallagher with Deneau at center. We'll try and set them for you. Tatar on the left. Cross-ice pass to the left point. That's deflected. Who left the defenseman? For Claude Julien, their head coach. Up to Jonathan Drouin, and Drouin shoots it into the right wing corner of the Penguins zone. Niemi, a young rookie out of Finland, gets it to Ouellette, and Ouellette shoots it. That's stopped by the Penguins up on in front. They flip it up high in the air to get it to the Canadian zone. Montreal's right back on the biscuit. Niemi, just 18 years of age, playing center here for the Canadiens at 6'2". Penguins have the stick on the puck, and they move it to center, but it's broken up by the Canadiens, and the Pens are forced back into their own end. Penalty coming up against Montreal here. Delayed call. And with the puck, the Pens, they give it away, and Andrew Shaw touches up. And we'll get a call here. Niemi.
Penalty number 15.
We're going to take a trip to the penalty box.
You can live with this penalty here, Mikey. Niemi, the youngster, he's just out there working his tail off, and he's trying to hunt down Dominic Simone. So as he's hunting Simone down, as Simone is taking the puck back into his own zone, it's a couple of whacks into the waist, and the second one got up high around the shoulder, and the referee let him have the first one, but the second one is going to send him to the sin bin.
The face-off controlled by Montreal, and they ram it quickly into the fans end. The old 2-9 Ernest Golden Nuggets told you the Canadiens were in the lower bracket as far as penalty kills last year. Here comes Kessel going to Crosby on the power play. Cross-ice pass. Off a stick and up in a crowd on an IGS Energy power play. So the Penguins will have to reset it here. They're going to want the face-off to the near circle to the left of Carey Price.
Yeah, off of Montreal's stick. And J.J. Daigneault, the former Penguin and Hab, that ran the penalty kill that was ranked 30th last year. He's been replaced on the bench with Luke Richardson. Long-time NHL defenseman.
Long blast here by the Penguins, and that's Kessel taking it from 55 feet. You don't see him do that too often.
Is that a slapper one-timer by Phil Kessel? Yeah, you have a better chance of seeing a rainbow-colored unicorn than a one-timer slap shot from Phil Kessel.
You mean something like a Vancouver Canucks old-time unicorn?
Yes.
Stop and play here, an offside call against Montreal short-handed.
Phil Kessel, a 52-foot one-timer slapper. Record that because it's the only time you'll ever hear it.
Face off at the Penguins stripe. Penguins in the young season, they went 2 for 6 against the Caps on Thursday. So they're at 33%, led the league last year at 26.2%. Chris Letang after the draw, a little drop. And Kessel steers it up to Patrick Hornquist. He'll punch it up into the Canadian zone. Jeff Petrie, the veteran, comes up with it, turns, and muscles it out of the zone and quickly back to the Penguin zone. Penguins thought about changing, but they do not. 55 seconds left in the power play. Niemi in the penalty box for Montreal. Here comes Crosby weaving his way to the Montreal blue line. Let drop past left side and move it to the right to Kessel. Wrist shot comes off a stick. Goes to Malkin, top of the left circle. Over to Sidney Crosby of the Pens. Back to Evgeny Malkin, center point. Drills it right side to Kessel, the right-handed shooter. Passing over to Malkin, top of the left side, shoot it. And they look back for Kessel. He tried to get it to him and it was deflected away. Kessel again with it. Trying to slide it towards the goal, but it's broken up. And Beckham will take that puck and just shoot it quickly down to the Penguin zone. So the Penguins here with 12 seconds to go. Final rush up. Second unit on. Here comes Jake Gensel. Gets his way into the zone, ringing around the inboards of the right point. No score first period. Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens. Behind the net. Gensel looks in the slot to Schultz. He shoots it. Blocked again by Montreal. Out of the penalty box quickly. Niemi with the puck on the right side, moving to the Penguins end, shoots it to the net, and it's stopped by netminder Matt Murray. Well, that youngster knows a little bit about hockey. He came bursting out of that penalty box and got himself a big-time chance, but Jack Johnson trying to defend coming back.
Well, I really like the way Jack Johnson played that. It was a 2-on-1, almost all the way up the ice. Good job by Justin Schultz to get on his horse and start whipping that horse to get back on the back check the last minute. Made it the 2-on-2. So Johnson was looking at Niemi, plus he's looking at Schultz on the back check. And at the very last minute, he decided, I can leave the 2-on-1. I can go right to Niemi. And I think he made Niemi, the youngster, shoot that puck a little quicker than he wanted to. Put it right in the breadbasket of Matt Murray.
The Penguins now winning this face-off. And they've got Broussard's line out here. I beg your pardon. They've got their fourth line out. They've got Riley Sheahan with Brian Rust on the right side and Matt Cohen on the left. And Cohen's going to take that puck and leave it for Jack Johnson. There he goes. Here comes Sheahan bursting into the zone. He takes the slingshot, if you will, and off his Canadian player's stick and into the netting.
Xavier Ouellet, the former Detroit Red Wing. The last minute stick on puck on his former teammate, Riley Sheahan. Sheahan tried to split the D, and as he's falling off balance, tried to throw a wrister at Carey Price. Be a face-off to the right of Price.
Crosby's unit comes back out here. Max Domi against Crosby on the face-off win by Domi. He plays center and the wing. Jeff Petrie corrals the puck. He's going to bump it off the boards and head it towards the Penguin zone. The Tang spinorama move gets away from Thomas Tatar. And he lays it up inside the Canadian stripe. And the Canadians take it. Mete handles the biscuit and goes over to Petrie, and they hand it over to Paul Byron, and he just pokes it into the Penguin zone. Brian Dumoulin. Long lead pass to Crosby through center. To the left wing to Hornquist, his off wing, and he floats it to the net on a backhand, a weak one. And Carey Price spots it and holds on. With 14:42 to go in period number 1. No score here. The Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens.
And after a crazy, crazy season last year for the backup goaltender, Niemi, seems that he has found a home here in Montreal as a backup to Carey Price. Niemi bounced around 4 teams last year, Mikey. And it came to Montreal, and when Carey Price was injured, Niemi came in and kind of settled things down and got his game back.
Space off, and Alexia blasting a hard shot that caught the glass. Going to use an Oz from the crowd, and now Mike Riley, former Minnesota Wild players, starts his way to the Penguins' end at the left wing. And he goes to Philip Deneau, and Deneau turned around, and Luckinen will take it, and he shoots the puck. Missing to the right point. And the Canadiens, Juleson, going to lay it in behind the Penguin goal. Penguins after it. Schultz to the fence. unable to clear. Good work by the Canadiens to force the puck in around the net, but finally cleared by Alexia. Through traffic on the right side. Good it is. The Penguins Hagelin goes them off, and he backhands one that misses the target from the right wing circle side. And it comes quickly to the Canadiens, and the Penguins need a line change. Xavier Ouellet has him to Matthew Pekka. That puck right behind Matt Murray. Good play on the puck. Good play by Ole Mata. In motion. Starts to rush back the other way. And a puck play from center.
That's a problem.
And up over the glass. Going to get a delay of game penalty against the Penguins.
Betcha.
13:35 left here in the first period. We'll take a timeout. There is no score. The Penguins and the Canadiens. Canadiens go to a power play on the Penguins Hockey Network. All presented by S&T Bank.
Some chefs have a secret ingredient. Well, we found the perfect secret ingredient. 7-Up. That's right. 7-Up has just the right balance of bubbles and flavor. That's why you can do a lot with it. Like 7-Up pancakes, cupcakes, guacamole, carnitas, and oh yeah, don't forget the cocktails, sangria, margaritas, and much more. Go to 7up.com to find more recipes. Visit your nearest local retailer and pick up a 7-Up 20-ounce bottle. 7-Up is the official soda sponsor of your Pittsburgh Penguins. Do more with 7-Up. Drink responsibly. 7-Up is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Incorporated.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
From the blackjack table to the dining table, from going all in to going all out, from every amazing moment to the next. Find it all right here at Rivers Casino. Here's your chance to win big during Shoot for $1 Million. Enter our qualifying draw into Pittsburgh Penguins home game to earn a spot in the $1 Million finale drawings in April. Rivers Casino. Get out and live a lot. See riverscasino.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Penalty issued against Dominic Simone, the Penguin winger. 6:25 the penalty time, and the Canadiens go to the work on the power play. 1 for 4 against Toronto in their opening game on Wednesday night.
Power play was tied for 12th last year, 21.2%.
Chris Letang, after a face-off win there by Riley Sheahan, able to blast the puck the length of the ice. Sheahan and Carl Hagelin, the penalty killers up front. Brian Dumoulin and Chris Letang on the backside. Canadiens power play, Jeff Petrie, the big right-handed shooting defenseman. Guns into the Penguins end, but the Penguins have an easy time fielding that one, and it'll be Hagelin ahead now for Riley Sheahan. Put it between the two defenders, but he got knocked down on the play, and the Canadiens lift the puck back to center to Druin. Druin lost it, but Petrie finds it. Man advantage Montreal. No score first period. To the left wing, Thomas Tatar. To Petrie at center point. He crisscrosses with Druin. And Druin takes it onto the far side. Very crafty playmaker. His pass, though, off a stick, comes to Petrie. Right back to Druin on the right wing side. Goes into the circle. A drop pass off, and the Canadiens look to set it up here. As Tatar couldn't get it back to Druin. Druin finds it. Goes to Petrie. To the left wing corner, Brendan Gallagher. And Gallagher trying to make a pass to the slot, and the Penguins break it up.
Well, that was awkward there. Petrie had the puck at the center point, and he passed it to Gallagher, who was standing at the dot on the left side of the ice. But Gallagher took off for the front of the net, thinking Petrie was going to shoot it. Nobody home.
Canadiens right back and moving into the Penguins end. That quick shot, that is stopped quickly by Matt Murray. As it ends up now on the far side, Mete will take it, put it down the boards. Canadiens take it and go cross rink, but it comes out of the zone. Up from Miami, very smooth skater for an 18-year-old Borky. It will come to Andrew Shaw. On the right side, he goes Lekkinen. Lekkinen goes all the way to the left wing side. And Mete can't keep it in. The Penguins have a chance here, short-handed. But Hagelin is closed off. Drop pass to Cullen. He tried to get the man going to the net. Letang, who was trailing to play. Missed on that attempt. Penalty has 3 seconds left in it. And a steal by Crosby. He got on late here on the penalty kill with the puck. Looking for someone to pass to. Finds a man. It's Jack Johnson. To the left side of Ole Mata. Now behind the net to Crosby. tried to sweep it in front, couldn't do it. Canadiens block it. Now Domi trying to get that puck ahead. Can't. Cancel turns and shoots it. That hit a Canadian on the way to the net. And the Montreal Canadiens floated back to center, but the Penguins are right back. Crosby just missed a quick little touch pass over to Hornquist. Hornquist hunts the puck down, gets it over to Getzel. Now to Crosby behind the goal. Look out here. It comes to Johnson. Left side to Holding Matters. Shoots that puck through traffic with Hornquist in front. And where's the puck? Does Price have that puck?
He has it.
It's behind him. He made the stop. I don't know how he saw it.
I don't think he did see it, Mikey. I think he just felt it hit his body and then trickle through his equipment and sit in behind him as he was about 1.5 feet to the right of the right post. And he had Patrick Hornquist, his number 72, right inside his jersey. But you know, in Hornquist's defense there, Mikey, Mike Riley, defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens, was shoving Hornquist right into the goaltender.
Face-off win by the Penguins, and Oleksiak missed the target again. It comes over to the far wing. In the corner, Schultz got offended. He looked for a penalty, but none to be called. And Riley again. Here's that puck towards the Penguins strike. The Penguins bank it back to center. On the puck, Philip Deneau, former Chicago Blackhawk. And the pass ends up to the stick of Mike Riley. And Riley dumped on his wallet by Oleksiak as he bumps it back into the near corner. Deneau with it, threw it back in the high slot. Riley's back up, ready to go. Right side. And he passed it in behind the net. It goes to Deneau, back left side to Riley, and he shoots it. That's stick to side. I think it was goaltender Murray who got his goaltender stick out. Penguins fire it up into the zone, and it's going to be icing called against the Penguins as Hagelin gave chase. You know what, Borky? I think he did overtake the defender on the play, but it was probably not at the dot. That's where the call is made on who's first to the dot in the big circles.
Mikey, you got me.
I know.
And that's the thing about this icing rule. I don't know how many years we're in, 4 or 5 years into this icing rule, and still you have. And I watch a lot of games like you do, and the fans they're just livid because they see the hustle of a player to eliminate the icing, and they either beat the player to the dot or they're first to the puck, and sometimes you still see the icing calls.
Hagelin spots the mark, and he gets into the Canadiens in a scoreless game. One arms it around behind the net, sets it up here for Hagelin. His shot blocked again. The Canadiens have blocked a lot of shots here in the first half of period number 1. To the right point, it's Letang. Turns it down the wing to Kessel, trying to put it in front. And Yemi gets the puck and helps get it out of danger. He gets the puck ahead now. Udak going to the net, and he couldn't take the puck with him. And the Canadiens snap it to the far side. Army again. Joel Army, another finished product. Hails from the same hometown as Dr. Niemi. Penguins first from the Canadian zone. And it's a pass here by Malkin looking for Simone. He's got decked on his wallet by Gallagher. And the Canadiens reach in and take command of the puck. Still no score. The center and Deneau guides it towards the net. Bouncy puck. Be careful when it goes into the far corner. Dominic Simone able to take possession of it. Up now to center to Jack Johnson. He is converged upon. And Tatar takes the puck going to the net. Shooting the puck. They made rebound. Gallagher gets the goal on the rebound. And the Canadiens get the opening goal and lead 1-0. Gallagher's speed got him there for the rebound.
Yep, 3 things happen here, Mikey. First of all, Jack Johnson turns the puck over about 5 feet outside his own blue line. While he turned the puck over, a terrible change by the Penguins. Because Johnson is being hounded by 2 halves. He's just battling for the puck, but he ends up turning it over. And 2 Penguin players just kind of turn their brains off and they just go to the bench. They continue to watch the play, Mikey. Maybe they can hit the brakes and come back. So this isn't a 2-on-1 going the other way. And then you have a generous bounce go Brendan Gallagher's way. As the initial shot by Tatar goes off of Olimata and bounces right to Brendan Gallagher, who shovels it in a wide open net. It's 1-0 Canucks.
I'm going to go back even a little further. The pass that was made to Jack Johnson, I don't want to say a suicide pass, but it was not a roll. It was up in the air.
It was in his chest, yeah.
Put him in a terrible position.
Agreed.
And so it's hard for me to fault Jack Johnson, who did everything he can to kind of juggle it or get it in motion, and ended up going the other way. It's just not a real strong decision to make that pass in that situation. Mike Riley in his own end. Penguins trail 1-0, and they got the puck back on the goal line. Comes in close, and he's stopped by Price. Who made the save? Charles Hudon. Slams it back to center. So the Canadiens, as they did on Wednesday night, get the opening goal on the road here. Scored against the Maple Leafs on Wednesday. And Matthew Becca is able to turn it right back to the center ice. Where's the thing of the Penguins? Right into the jumpy body of Daniel Sprong. Belts it into the Canadian zone, but Jordy Ben finds it. Goes to Pekka, who's playing center out here with Andrew Shaw on his left wing. Charles Hudon on the left for the Canadiens. And Hudon stutter steps into the Penguins' zone far side. Hudon gets a helper on that also. Gallagher is first of this year. Montreal forcing the play into the Penguins in again, and a tang up the center off the glove of the Penguin. Jake Gensel puts it down to a stick, carries it into the zone, lost control as he's hit by Byron. Lefkonen towards Max Domi took a wave at him, but he couldn't come up with it. The Penguins push it back to center. A 1-0 Montreal lead here on Saturday night. And Paul Byron has some room. He steps into the Penguin zone. Left side to Domi. Got a man on the right side, and a wrister by Mete. The defenseman misses. And behind the play, the net is off the moorings in the Penguin zone with 6:45 left in the first. Montreal with the opening tally here against the Penguins. 1-0 Canadiens on the Penguins Hockey Network. All presented by S&T Bank.
Soon you will be facing some tough decisions. If you download the Chick-fil-A app, that is, you can earn points with every purchase and redeem for a reward of your choosing. Because it's the little things, like options, that make every trip to Chick-fil-A more rewarding.
Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana appliances are game for anything. Kitchen, laundry, and outdoor appliances, Don's is the place. Take advantage of Columbus Day savings now at all 8 locations. Visit DonsAppliances.com for more info.
You're always on the power play with the Bowser family of dealerships featuring GMC, Buick, and Cadillac. Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience in Pittsburgh. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
As a hockey fan, we know you go wild for goals. At Shop and Save, we go wild for your goals. If eating healthy is your thing, pick up some of our Wild Harvest products that are not only good for you, but taste great too. Looking to save some cash? Essential everyday or high-quality items at low prices. Whether your goal is to eat healthy or save money, Shop and Save has the stuff that's just right. Shop and Save, a proud sponsor of the Penguins Radio Network.
Canadiens leading. Brandon Gallagher is first of this year from Thomas Tatar and Philip Deneau. Gallagher back at 13. Forky was the runner-up for the Rookie of the Year in the NHL.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. And the man that won it that year was Jonathan Huberdeau, the Florida Panthers.
Wow, that's a great one there, Mikey. This is 2013, you said?
12-13 season. Face off and Jolson. Wrister towards it. That stopped by Matt Murray. Gallagher 5'9", 180. That might be stretching it on the 5'9". Fifth round pick of Montreal in 2010. He has been a tremendous player for them. More importantly to me, Borky, he's done something that very few players in this league have ever done. He's won the King Clancy Award for work in charities and events. And I had only a brief here with Jolson now, outside of Gallagher. I'll relay the story when I get a moment here. And we may have done this before, but it comes to center to Dominic Simone. Murray down the right wing, and he breaks into the Canadiens there. And Simone will set it up for Justin Schultz. Goes left side to Alexiak, back to Schultz of the Penguins in the high slot. And Hornquist feeds it in behind the net. Wilson just plays it around the boards. But the Penguins spot it there, and they reverse it around there to the near side. Pitching down will be Justin Schultz. Couldn't keep the puck. And Tatar up the center to Gallagher, and he just drills it into the Penguins' end and goes to the bench. The Penguins back on it. Pressure here. Domi puts some pressure on the taller defenseman, Alexiev. Collin is pulled down. Play goes on. Or it's Malkin, I beg your pardon. And the Canadiens with it again in the slot. A shot by Jordy Benn. That's going to be blocked off. And the Penguins flick it up back towards the boards, and it goes into the Penguin bench. Just 5:38 left. We're going to take a timeout. And we'll return with the Montreal Canadiens leading 1-0 on the Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
From late night,
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Schaefer.
to satellite.
These cats that you idolize were there.
I didn't ever think I was good enough to be in their company.
Paul Schaefer and a 7-time Grammy winner and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, Buddy Guy, share musical influences and stories.
I ain't got a damn
Thing to lose. That says it all right there.
Paul Schaefer with special guest Buddy Guy.
It's happening right now on BB King Bluesville on Sirius XM, channel 74.
MLS teams are fighting to get into the playoff picture, and the drama unfolds today on Sirius XM FC. Can Atlanta take another step towards the Supporter Shield against New England?
Joseph gets in, takes the touch, it's gonna be the half.
Then the Philadelphia Union clash with Minnesota, and the night wraps up when head coach Mike Petke leads his young Real Salt Lake club against the Portland Timbers.
We're above the playoff line. We've been there for 4.5 months.
Action begins today at 3:30 Eastern on Sirius XM FC 157.
This is Dialed In with Dallas Braden.
LeBron James made his debut as a Laker yesterday. It's kind of like seeing Joe Montana wearing a Chiefs jersey. It's weird because it's like greatness going to established greatness in history. Like the Miami Heat don't have the history that the Lakers have. Nothing.
Chill out with Dallas, Pecan, and the crew. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Barstool Radio, Power 85, and anytime on demand with the Sirius XM app.
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM Radio.
Face off here to the left of Matt Murray, the 6'4" Penguin goaltender. And the Ben's employing Matt Cohn to handle the draw here with Evgeny Malkin and Earl Hagelin on board in this line. Canadians have Domi, Druin. Right wing, Joel Armia. So I said Armia and Oscar Niemi both hail from the same place in Pori, Finland, which is a western seaport of that country. And here comes Max Domi down the left side, sets it up. Armia can't come up with it, and we'll be on to Jordy Benn. Benn up the boards. Druin takes it and shoots at long range, way wide of the net. Kessel finally steers it up to Evgeny Malkin. Montreal leads 1-0. Early goal here by Brendan Gallagher, set up for Kessel by Hagelin, and his shot is blocked again. The Canadiens have blocked at least a half a dozen shots, if not more, in this first period. They've been good.
The last one was Max Domi just laying out. And Kessel coming right down Main Street.
4:48 left in the first. 1-0 Montreal. The pass ahead to Daniel Sprong, who moves into 41 for the Penguins. Over to Cohn. He tried an in move and lost the puck, but he gets it down and watches his Sheahan drive down the right wing into the Canadiens' end. Goes hard behind the net. The 6'3" setter. He played it to the point, but it's too much on it, and he comes out of the zone, and Holy Man has to turn back and get it. Goes on to Jack Johnson. He'll whip it up into the Canadian zone, and Price plays the puck slowly and over to Mete, the defenseman, and again they clear the area. Jack Johnson looks for some open people. His pass comes off. Cohn picked up here by Byron, walks to the net, and he beats Murray as he made a second move at the last second from the backhand to the forehand, drags it around him, and he gives the Canadiens a 2-0 lead. A good burst of speed by Paul Byron to beat Holy Mata. And that got him home when he made a brilliant play at the net, in tight. I don't know how he finished it off.
Yeah, Holy Mata just flat-footed. just stuck in quicksand. They couldn't get the feet moving. As a speedy Byron, it was just a quick up by the Montreal Canadiens. Everybody was there. Everybody's in position here, Mikey. There's no problem. This is just a one-on-one situation, and Byron gets his feet moving, pulls away from all of that, and then he gets right on top of Matt Murray, and goes forehand, and just barely drags it around the right pad of Murray, off the inside of the post, and in the back of the net, 2-0 Habs.
The Canadiens have used here, and they have a 2-0 lead in period number 1. Jamie Alexia. Highlighted here to the right side to Sidney Crosby. Crosby sets it up for Schultz, a slapper, and a stop. Open net with Crosby shooting, blocked again by the Canadiens around the goal, and somehow the Canadiens spot the puck and Carey Price, and the Canadiens keep it out of the net.
That was Price. That was ridiculous, Mikey, and that is Carey Price. He never gives up on a play. He's down and out. He gets knocked. And just as he pulls the trigger, as Price is down on his belly, he throws his left glove hand up into the air and robs Sidney Crosby.
So he keeps it a 2-0 Montreal lead.
I'm watching the replay here right now. That maybe hit the defenseman Riley. Mike Riley, and it wasn't Carey Price. His glove was there, but actually I think that hit Riley in the back of the knee.
Here's Charles Hudon. The Penguins have had a lot of plays like that. Jordy Penn from the right point shooting. Knocked down on the way in. Andrew Shaw on the right wing. Penguins trying to converge on him. They're down 2-0 here. And Matthew Pekka steers it up the board. Ryan Rush to the Penguins. Trying to play it out. Couldn't do it. Jordy Penn has a man open. And it's Shaw to the left side, getting the puck to Mete. Victor Mete, the defenseman. Bang into the left wing corner, and the Penguins are there first, and the Tang will roll it ahead. Lehkonen and Petrie get assist on the goal by Paul Byron, his first of the year. And now the play in behind the Canadiens' goal, the Penguins. Trying to stalk here in forecheck, but the Canadiens staying in their system. And trying to outlet it once, can't do it. Jordy Penn will try again. Up the center here to Max Domi. Domi's pass, intercepted, but now Johnson lost control of it. Ends up back in behind the Penguin goal. And it's Evgeny Malkin. Malkin could not clear. And the Canadiens Petrie again. The Canadiens are again just a half a stride ahead of the Penguins here and going to those pucks. Kind of a similar look to what we saw against the Capitals on Thursday, Borky.
Well, the Penguins, you're right. It's half a stride behind, and that could be exhausting chasing the game.
Now jammed the Canadiens in, and the Canadiens on it. And they will come full speed ahead, and Petrie will leave it for Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi just shoots one on the move from about 35, and it's held on to by Matt Murray with 1:50 left here in this first period.
Do we have time for your King Clancy story? Do we have time for your King Clancy story?
Yeah, just quickly. I had an opportunity a number of years ago, and I was going to look it up and see what year it was, to vote on the King Clancy Award. They go around and take several people, and I was fortunate enough to be able to do it. And I was just amazed at how the resumes, and they sent us everything on each of the final players that were involved. Just how dedicated and what players were doing. And Sako Koivu was the man that I voted for. And he won it that year. Montreal Canadiens. All the work he did. A lot of hospital work and things that he set up. And amazing, really, individual. It comes left side. So when you win that award, I mean, it's a pretty special thing. And it doesn't go lightly. I mean, you're under the microscope by a lot of people. And they appreciate what the players do. And a lot of them give it their time.
Yeah, in case our listeners missed it, you brought that up because Brendan Gallagher won that award previously.
Yes. And the Canadiens on the far side pressure the Penguins again. Justin Schultz up to center. Down the left side comes Jake Gensel. And Gensel gets a little space now as he goes behind the goal. Feeds Crosby near side. Shoots it. Price to save. Gensel finds it. Goes to Crosby. Right point pass to the Tang. Shooting. Save made. Rebound. Wide open net. No Penguin there. Back to the center point. Tang over to Gensel. Gensel tried to make a pass. Canadiens got a body in front of that. The carom goes to Montreal. And they just put it up in the air and trickle it towards the Penguin zone. 4 44 seconds left here in the period. Letang looking to find an open man. Brian Dumoulin will take the puck. Blast it in. Price on the backhand plays it away. But Derek Brassard takes over. Brassard to Dominic Simon. Got bumped by Ouellette. And the Canadiens move in and get to the loose puck to Tar. Over to Philip Deneau, the center on this line with Gallagher on the right. Gives it to Gallagher. Breaks in the Penguins' zone. Trying to go back to Deneau. It pops free. Center point to Penn. Flip for the Tar around the net. Here comes the play. Off there. It's up to Brian Russ. Sneak it into the Canadiens there. And Brendan Gallagher holds the puck. Just wants the clock to run out here. And take it to the locker room. Pretty good period of hockey for Montreal. One that's not quite as dominant as maybe the score would say for the Penguins. They had 7 shots in that period, but they had at least 7, if not more, blocked by the Canadiens in their attempt to try and score in this game. We played one, and it's the Canadiens 2 and the Penguins nothing. And Brian Metzer returns in a moment to recap right here on the Penguins Hockey Network, all presented by S&T Bank.
Pittsburgh Penguins hockey is brought to you by Xfinity, official entertainment and Wi-Fi provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins and PPG Paints Arena.
Hey Penguins fans, this is Jake Ansel with the Milkshake Factory. You know me for this, and now you'll also know me for this. Every time I do this, you get one of these. You get half off Jake Shake the next day at the Milkshake Factory. Jake Shake is a chocolate shake with brownies, Oreos, and hot fudge, topped with chocolate number 59. And just like all our shakes, it's made with locally sourced farm fresh dairy. Remember, every game I score, half off Jake Shakes next day. Just mention this offer at checkout. The Milkshake Factory, the official milkshake of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
For over 25 years, IG Energy Industry. We proudly supply electricity, natural gas, and home services products to over 1 million customers. IGS helps homeowners and businesses make energy choices that fit their needs. And we are inspired to make an impact in the communities where we live and work. We are IGS, official energy provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Learn more at IGS.com.
When you're at a Penguins game, you shouldn't worry about anything but having a good time. That's why from the puck drop to the final horn, you can count on Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you tweak your wrist high-fiving everyone within reach, count on Blue. If you strain a hammy jumping out of your seat after a goal, count on Blue. From preseason games to playoff beards at home or on the road, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, official and exclusive healthcare plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Applicable for most employer plans. Check member materials for details.
Working for a cat dealer is working with the best in the business. And whether you're interested in electrical generators, diesel or natural gas engines, heavy equipment, marine engines, or more, Cleveland Brothers, an official sponsor of the Pittsburgh Penguins, is the right place for you. Apply online at clevelandbrothers.com and jumpstart your career today.
If you're not using the red key, you're probably using the wrong bank and not making the financial progress you should. For instance, use the red key and get $300 when you open a KeyBank premium checking account with a qualifying direct deposit. Then, download the KeyBank mobile app and you'll be able to manage your money anytime, anywhere. Switch to the right bank, KeyBank. Use the red key. Service charges and balance requirements apply. Offer details at key.com/get300 or your local branch. Member FDIC.
Every pet needs a champion, and in the City of Champions, that's Nutrish, the official pet food partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Based right here in Western Pennsylvania for more than 80 years, we provide complete and balanced nutrition for both dogs and cats. And we don't stop there. We also fight for shelter pets everywhere by donating a portion of proceeds to the Rachel Ray Foundation to help animals in need. Nutrish.
It's time for the first period recap, brought to you by Giant Eagle and Snapple. Now, back to the Penguins Radio Network.
And welcome into our first intermission report, where the Penguins trail the visiting Montreal Canadiens 2-0 after one period of play. Brian Metzer back with you for Game 2 of this National Hockey League Pittsburgh Penguins season. And let's take a look back at the opening 20 minutes of play. It didn't necessarily go the way the Penguins had hoped. They are trailing, as I said, 2-0, but they did have some good opportunities. They're just not getting enough pucks on Carey Price here. 7 shots on goal, but I think they passed up quite a few opportunities. They had a power play opportunity with Kotkaniemi in the penalty box for slashing at 1:59, and they got a little too fancy with their passes, just didn't put enough shots on goal or towards the goal. Didn't even register a shot on the power play, so they got to turn that around. But it was the Montreal Canadiens that eventually did break through with the first goal of the game at 11:08. Brendan Gallagher, we all know he is on the Penguins side, his first of the season, and it was a puck sort of ricocheting around Matt Murray, and he was able to put it in to Tar and Deneau on the assists there. And a little bit later, Paul Byron, who I know I talked about him just a few games ago, it may have been in the preseason, he just signed a new contract with Montreal. Such a special player in my view because of the things he can take care of for a team. He's good defensively, he's good in the offensive zone, and he showed it here. He took advantage of a mishandled puck by Jack Johnson. We're not going to beat Jack up about it though, because somebody put a pass up into his midsection and he tried to juggle it, lost control of it, and Byron just turned on the afterburners and split Ole Meta. And I think it was the first goal, getting that confused, but Paul Byron just went in on a breakaway between Jack Johnson and Ole Meta. Went in, made a move on Matt Murray, and was able to score the goal. I just was thinking that because Jack and Ole were on for both of those. So a little transition issue for the Penguins again, as we had in Game 1. They've got to tighten that up. Shots on goal in the first period, as I told you, 7 on Carey Price from the Penguins, 9 for the Montreal Canadiens against Matt Murray. A lot more to get to in this first intermission. When we come back, we're going to catch up with Wes Crosby, who covers the Penguins for NHL.com. We're going to take on this game and much more next on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
This is the S&T Bank First Period Instant Radio Replay. Brought to you by S&T Bank, proud presenting sponsor of the Penguins Radio Network.
Blocked again by Montreal. Out of the penalty box quickly. Canadiens with the puck on the right side, moving to the Penguins end. Shoots it to the net, and it's stopped by netminder Matt Murray. Well, that youngster knows a little bit about hockey. He came bursting out of that penalty box and got himself a big-time chance. With Jack Johnson trying to defend coming back.
Good news, Penguins fans. Walmart has free 2-day shipping with no membership fees. Shop thousands of products like ultra-high-def TVs so you can watch every shift like you're up against the glass. There's also free 2-day shipping on Penguins hats so you can rep the 5-time champs in style. And there's even free 2-day shipping on Penguins earrings and necklaces for special occasions, of course, like the playoffs. Free 2-day shipping, no membership fees. Walmart, an official partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Free 2 business day shipping on orders $35 or more. Restrictions apply.
Free your family from the one-size-fits-all plan. Now with Verizon One, get different unlimited plans. Starting at $40 per line per month with 4 lines on Go Unlimited with AutoPay. That means everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. Switch to Verizon and put an end to the one-size-fits-all family plan. Visit VZW.com to learn more. Plus taxes and fees, auto-pay checks from bank or debit card only, and fingerprint billing required. Sometimes congestion your data may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Only after 22 gigabits per month on Beyond Unlimited and 75 gigabits per month on Above Unlimited.
Hey, Pens fans, Phil Bork here. If your goal is to defend your home while you're out doing the things you love, like watching the Pens chase another championship, let Vector Security assist. For just $29 a month, less than $1 a day, you'll get a professionally installed home security system from the official security partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Take it from the old 2-9er. Call Vector or to Vector or visit vectorsecurity.com/Pens29 and keep those bad guys out.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Richard. Welcome aboard. Sportsforward.com. That's pretty good. Now, what goes with that? Yeehaw. Oh, can you do better than that? Yeehaw. Oh, come on, Phil. Yeehaw! Sounds like he's constipated. What happens? But thank you for being part of our team.
No, thank you for being part of our team, as you're part of Stanley Cup Pittsburgh Penguins. So you got to step your game.
And I am really going to try. Sportsforward.com.
No, I need more.
Okay. Yeah!
No, I need it like a champion. Like
Yes! Yeehaw!
There you go.
The biggest sporting events happen on SiriusXM Sports. Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Reports brought to you by the Toyota RAV4, the official SUV of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now back to the Penguins Radio Network.
Welcome back into our first intermission report for the Penguins are trailing the Montreal Canadiens 2-0 after one period of play. Joining me now to talk about that and much more is our good buddy Wes Crosby. You know him on Twitter, other NHL Crosby, covers the Penguins for NHL.com. Wes, thanks for being here for your inaugural appearance of the season.
No problem, Ryan.
Well, I guess I just wanted your take on what you saw from the Penguins. We were just talking during the break. We're just a little bit lethargic, and the feet not moving enough, and Montreal Canadiens are exploiting that.
Yeah, to me, they just didn't look ready to go. I thought that was evident on the 2 goals. I didn't necessarily think that Montreal played all that great either, but they were able to take advantage of Tatar's shot going right off of Oli, and then the second one, Byron goes right around Mana. You expect them to pick it up here in the second period, but at the same time, after the Washington game, Mike Sullivan talked about the lack of puck management and how that had to be fixed going into tonight, and it just hasn't been evident so far. I think that they've had the same problems that they had against Washington.
Yeah, I completely agree. They're just a little too sloppy. Almost too much passing from the Penguins, too. There were some opportunities in the offensive zone where I felt like they had some good sustained zone time. But when you have someone like Carey Price, you've got to maximize those opportunities. They're just not putting enough pucks on him.
Yeah, one stuck out to me is when Carl Hagelin was kind of coming down the near wall. Yeah, and obviously, I mean, you're dropping into a player like Evgeny Malkin. That's not a bad choice. But at the same time, you have a shot there, and I didn't necessarily think that he was going to be able to get it to Malkin where he had a real shot of getting it on net and a high-scoring chance. But he should have taken that chance there, and there were a few chances throughout the period where, Penguins would pass back or they would be a little bit that's kind of been the case in the past, and sometimes it rectifies itself as the season goes along, but you would like for it to be rectified here in October.
In our final 20 seconds or so here, we are talking with Wes Crosby from NHL.com. Wes, what did you think of that power play configuration? They got themselves turned around a little bit, too. Phil Kessel found himself on the right side. Evgeny Malkin moved over to the left for one moment late in that power play. And they just didn't generate, but I feel like that power play generally has a chance to be as productive or more so than last year.
Yeah, especially because they've proven it in the past. So you figure that eventually they're going to click, and I would expect that to maybe show itself today.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Wes. Thanks for this as always. We'll do it again real soon.
Absolutely.
That is Wes Crosby. Check him out, other NHL Crosby on Twitter. When we come back, I'll get you caught up on some news and notes from around the National Hockey League right here on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Kent State University, official higher education partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Discover your purpose at Kent State.
Flying from Pittsburgh to Las Vegas is no longer a gamble. It's a real deal. When you start at Pittsburgh International Airport, getting there is easy as ever. Now with non-stop flights on Southwest Airlines and Spirit Airlines. So go for it. Whisk away for a weekend of world-famous food and entertainment on the Las Vegas Strip. Learn more at flypittsburgh.com/Las Vegas.
Listen up, hockey fans. I know you're near a computer, phone, tablet, something to get online. Well, do me a favor and go to jimshorkey.com. I'm telling you, this dealer group is first class. As if giving you the best selection and biggest discounts isn't enough, they also really do care about people, employees, and customers. Shorkey Auto Group is just a great operation, and we couldn't be happier to have them on board as an official sponsor of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nothing but the biggest deals for hockey's biggest fans. Your deal, your way. What a great day. JimShorkey.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Why wander around a warehouse store for paint when you could just swing by your local Ace? Ace has award-winning service and offers the extra mile promise. If we don't get you everything you need in one trip, delivery's free.
Ace helps make your paint projects easy with top-rated paint like Valspar. And Ace can match any color on the planet with Valspar's color guarantee.
Minimum purchase of 1 gallon of paint. Delivery subject to availability. Visit acehardware.com for more details.
Buckle up, baby, for Pittsburgh's largest collection of designer jewelry, diamonds, and fine watches at Orr's Jewelry. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring or a timepiece, you're a special someone who want to party by the river when they open the box from Orr's. With locations in Swickley and Squirrel Hill, stop in or visit Orr'sJewelers.com and check out all Orr's has to offer. Orr's Jewelers, official jeweler of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Orr's rocks!
You're listening to the National Hockey League live on Sirius XM.
Let's kick in with the news, notes, and scores from the rest of the NHL. Brought to you by Verizon. A better network keeps you connected to the Penguins all season long. Verizon. Now back to the Penguins Radio Network.
Welcome back into our first intermission report where the Penguins are trailing the Montreal Canadiens 2-0 after one period of play. 11 other games on the schedule tonight around the National Hockey League, but there is one final to report. The New Jersey Devils and Edmonton Oilers locked horns in Gothenburg, Sweden. The Devils took that game 5-2. And I know it's a very exciting time to have the NHL take another trip over to Sweden, and we'll have all the action coming for you in the coming days of what goes on over there. A couple other scores. The Florida Panthers are up 1-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa. The Rangers trail the Buffalo Sabres 1-0. Connor Sherry on the board there with his first of the season. And the Ottawa Senators up 1-0 on the Maple Leafs in Toronto. DeMello on the goal. When we come back here, Mike and Phil with second period action on the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank.
Want to continue celebrating after the Penguins game? At the Yard Gastropub, pair one of our delicious gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches with one of our 36 rotating craft beers. When the game is over, your celebration doesn't have to stop. With locations in Market Square, Shadyside, the Galleria in Mount Lebanon, North Fayette, and Section 120 of the Pittsburgh Penguins Arena, the Yard is always ready to serve the City of Champions. Go Yard or go home. Proud partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
We always talk about what's the best time of the year, of the sports calendar. October, now that the NBA has also pushed its start of the season into the middle of that month.
Right.
With LeBron here in Los Angeles now, baseball will be in the middle of its playoffs, and football will be in full swing. I mean, October is an underrated great best sports month.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on Dan Patrick Radio Channel 211 and on the SiriusXM app.
The biggest pop stars in the world come together for the 2018 American Music Awards. Shawn Mendes and Zay, Cardi B, and many more join Hits One in Hollywood live on the red carpet with behind-the-scenes updates and up-to-the-moment info. The 2018 American Music Awards red carpet here in Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on SiriusXM Hits One. First in the pop category, or listen on your phone and SiriusXM connected devices and speakers.
Basketball is back. NBA Radio is your 24/7 spot to hear our experts break down every team and talk to the biggest names in the basketball world.
Two-time MVP Steph Curry. Every year is a different challenge. That challenge becomes apparent as you get going, what you need to focus on, what you need to get better at.
And Monday night at 7 Eastern, here introducing the stars of the Pelicans, followed by the Clippers on our team preview special. Your home court for the NBA is NBA Radio, Sirius 207, XM86.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The biggest sporting events happen on SiriusXM Sports. Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
The Pittsburgh Penguins Radio Network is presented by S&T Bank. It is proud Operating Engineers Local 66. Learn what unions can do for you. Contact the Operating Engineers Local 66 today. Key Bank, official retail bank of the Pittsburgh Penguins. By Barrel Automotive. By Vector Security. By the Milkshake Factory. Now available at BPG Paints Arena. By Coors Light, official partner of Pittsburgh Penguins. By Giant Eagle, official supermarket that feeds Penguins Nation. By 7-Up, do more with 7-Up. By the Toyota RAV4, official SUV of the Penguins. By Waste Management, making a greener Pittsburgh. By Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh's entertainment destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now from the 84 Lumber broadcast booth, here's Mike Lang and Phil Borg.
All right, the second period face-off is brought to you by number 1 Conklin. Penguins moving right to left, trailing 2-0. And the Canadiens have to go back into their own end to try and get the bucket. Jensel beats everybody to it to the Penguins, right point to the tang. Shoots that one way off the top. Canadiens bounce it up the left wing and off the boards, and now they'll steer it up the center ice. Gave it to the Penguins in. Give and go on the hot side. Byron trying to take the pass back, and he couldn't quite hold it. So the Penguins step in. They steal the puck. Up for Crosby, one arms it ahead. Skating thick, coming to the Canadiens' end. Drop pass off, and a quick shot there by the Penguins. Hornquist skips away and goes into the netting.
Boy, the Penguins dodged a bullet there, Mikey. As Max Domi set up Paul Byron on a give-and-go play on an overcommitment by Brian Dumoulin on a 3-on-2. He tried to gap up at the blue line, but a good pass by the Montreal Canadiens, and they're sprung on a 2-on-1. And that puck just went off the heel of Byron. Otherwise, it's 3-0 Habs.
Let's control this draw. And Colonel Hagelin put it behind the net. To Kessel, he flipped it in front of us, checked away, comes all the way to the right point. The Penguins shoot it towards the net. Johnson let it go. That's steered wide by Price. And the puck moved by the Canadiens down to the Penguin zone. No icing here on this play, and it'll be Ole Mata, bumped by Brandon Gallagher. Gallagher's not a big man, but he plays the body and plays it hard. And the puck's turned back towards the Canadian strike. Philip Deneau defensively.